Like, yo, you gonna do all this, and then when you're criticized, you get hit with a lawsuit, bro, because y'all can't shut y'all trappers and not be sitting there being keyboard warriors on Snark. Now you wanna cry? You wanna start
Girly, girly, girly pop.
don't say it to the house, but you wanna start really? Never! What? No, you might take this one to the Chinskis, big bro. And that's exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it in the worst way possible. Call them soy dogs.
I just want to ask him if you've always been in your pants.
No. That's really tough. Anyway, we already know they're cry bullies. Plausible deniability is quite literally the definition of this document. And anyway, never take accountability. Hassan, Orbiters, G-Boys. Who are you expecting to do that? To take accountability. Exactly. Moving on. I already know what it is, baby. You've seen talent thumbnail. The EHDIA Plus Cinematic Universe. Ooh. And then specific the plus. Oh, it's feeding. And the meal, it's looking real cooked, especially if that meal is the H3 Snark mods. Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, this time around, but before we get to that backstory, yeah, last time we were checking them out, see what was going on. We had seen a little bit of legal mindset covering these fools, and yeah, seeing that, did not lurk in their favor. It was not looking any better. Basically, it was coming down to like their whole motion of quash was just basically like emotional appeal. Of course, they're trying to play the victim complex, cry bully. Oh, this is gonna put us at so much psychological distress, so much financial ruin. And who put themselves in that situation? That's really tough. So I wasn't feeling that, John, and a lot of people weren't either. But apparently this time around, finally getting to it, apparently Lust is dropping some info that apparently some of the H3 Snark mods or one of their lawyers probably really isn't even a lawyer, because apparently he ain't go to law school. That is crazy. Yeah. Very. Not even passing the bar. Ooh, very interesting. All right, but to that, of course, we got to get into it because you already know it's going to be crazy. So, Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time. Let's see how cooked the H3 Snark mods are this time. Of course, like we said in the intro, shout out to the love it, of course. Lust. I already know, baby. We got exposed. H3 Snark mod lawyer did not go to law school to become a lawyer. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video. Now, description. Firstly, sure to love was set named Lust, one of the lawyers on that case, baby. And we don't got no time to waste. Oh, Muffin Man popping out again. Here come the Muffin Man, Anyway, sidebars aside, let's get to the main bar. Let's do it.
This is going to be a very fascinating video. I will begin this video by saying these are my opinions. You know the video is going to go pretty wild when I have to start the video with these are my opinions.
Oh, yeah. Nah, Lust about to go ahead and drop a mean one. Oh, yeah. Shit about to get mixy. I love to see it, baby.
So, who is the H3 Snark lawyer? What type of lawyer, in my mind, a copyright attorney, an IP lawyer, would subject themselves to whatever this is?
I don't know. I guess they must be paying it back, but these are unemployed niggas like Gorby and Gato, bro. Like, yeah, nah.
This is a lot. This is a lot of information. This is a lot of documents, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot, like, the concept is he at least...
Yeah, that joint had like, what? Like, yo, Les was showing us, that joint had like 788 different like links to websites and shit like that. They had like, well, almost 500 different links to like Reddit posts. I'm like, yo, little bro, Snark mods, niggas ain't reading all that shit, bro. Like, huh? Like, bro, I'm sure Ethan's lawyers got that shit. Like, nah, nigga, go ahead, put this bitch in the chat GPT. Don't say that shit to the girly pops.
Girly, girly, girly pop.
It's really the pander, never beating it, but seriously though, say I jump to the girly pops. Unless their name is Yoko and Denims, and therefore, run free. Anyway, sidebar right now, it's like, nah, bro. These fools, Anyway, but like, yeah, now they gonna start bitching? No.
At it before putting it in a legal document to submit to the court to then make public. We are talking about 10,000 plus hours of content, reading various mega threads,
got that, bro.
Entire live streams of video.
Everybody already know, but there's only 24 hours in a day. We start doing the math. It's looking like
that have been documented and time stamped. According to the H3 Snark moderator, she doesn't have, or he or she does not have a
Roman P.
ton of money. So then the question really becomes, if it's not about money, and I believe the H3 mods don't have a ton of money to pay.
I agree.
What type of person would accept
You sitting on Snark all fucking day? Nah, you definitely don't got no cheese. I'm gonna let you know right now.
a client like this? A client that is very needy, very time wanting. I mean, it's just going to eat up all your time, and a client that may not have much money, right? According to the client themselves, they don't have much money in the filings that you have actually filed. So you don't, if you don't need more evidence than that. So I went to look at the law firm. It is a smaller law firm. It is a law firm that does specialize in IP. We're going to read you what it specializes in, but in particular, so Laywer is, this is not alphabetical. As you can see, Carl Cronenberg, and Jeffrey Rosenfeld are the two lawyers on top. And Laywer is the last lawyer on the list. I can tell you that does make a difference. If you are a partner, you will not be last on that list over a associate attorney. It does make a difference. So we have advertising law, trademark, copyright, trade secrets, international discovery, false advertising and defamation, anonymous online misconduct, privacy and cybersecurity, spam law, domain names, and so on. Here is Laywer's. Let me point something out. So she graduated Ohio State with a BA in history, magna.
You see it, it's up here, top right.
Cum laude, congratulations. But she has no law school. Let me.
Wait a minute. Oh, now I'm correlating to see what Les is talking about. Why they title it. Wait. So she's an associate, associate lawyer, associate attorney, and has never went to a law school, or any type of schooling for obviously the profession of anything in law, and then within that, obviously lawyers cover different cases on different means. Obviously, this one is copyright infringement. There's obviously criminal cases, stuff like that. But we're seeing Ohio State BA in history, and that's it. Where's the bar?
Let me say that again. She didn't go to law school. At least according to her profile, it is, in my opinion, based on what I see here, she didn't go to law school. She became a lawyer using California Rule of Admission 4.29.
Okay.
Not every state has this, by the way. It's going to be very state specific. So she went to college in Ohio, decided she wanted to practice law in California, but didn't go to law school. In this very special.
Yeah, let me read this. California Rule of Admission 4.29 mandates that students participating in Law Office Study Program, or LOSP, or LOSP, must complete a 4-year, 18-hour weekly study schedule in a law office or judge's chambers with at least 5 hours of direct supervision by their sponsoring attorney or judge. Participants must also pass monthly written written examinations and submit reports and graded materials to the State Bar of California to continue their studies. Key requirements for the LOSP, may not block those. Sponsorship, you must find a California attorney or judge with at least 5 years of good standing with the bar to act as your sponsor. Study schedule, you must study for at least 4 hours for 48 consecutive weeks each year. The study total is time a maximum of 18 hours per week.
Program. And you might be like, oh, that's AI review. Yeah, most stuff.
Okay, let me see. Okay, we got this more. Okay. Monthly examinations, you are required to pass a written examination once a month. Reporting at the end of each 6-month study period, you must submit a report and copies of graded examinations and study materials to the State Bar. Notice of intent, you must submit a notice of intent to study law in a law office or judge's chamber to submit to a State Bar's office admissions. Yeah, this obviously makes sense because if you don't let the fucking LOSP heads know, bruh and John, how the fuck are you getting the study hours? You'd have been doing all this shit for no damn reason, and you would have if you wouldn't have turned this shit in. Fees, there's a required fee for participation in the program. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, bro. Money fucking rules the world, though. Purpose of Rule 4.29. Here, read that real quick. This rule outlines a requirement for the law office study program, the LOSP, and a pathway to becoming a lawyer in California that does not require attending a traditional law school. I mean, sure. But wouldn't you prefer more heads to go to law school? Again, I'm the layman speaking of this shit. We watching Lost Legal Mindset, you know what I'm saying? Potentially criminal ton of heads. But Like if you ask them, I'm sure they would probably say, yeah, man, it'd probably be best to go to law school, right? At least, yo, we're seeing by this video from Lus. I think if you ask Lus, he'd be like, yeah, my nigga, you're gonna take your ass to go take the fucking bar. The fuck are you doing? Successful completion of this program, along with passing a California bar exam, allows an individual to become a licensed, I'm assuming like a lawyer attorney. So you have to not only do this. Oh, so you still do have to take the bar. Okay.
Even on lawyer websites today, they're written by AI for something called search engine optimization. So yes, every content you're reading online, outside of like user generated content on like Reddit or YouTube comments, is probably AI generated, especially in the legal field. I will tell you that. I'll just tell you that from owning a marketing agency.
I could understand that though, because obviously it's like this is what like AI and shit, especially large language models like, you know, like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, you know, Anthropic, Claude, their shit. Like this is what their job is really good at, is menial repetitive tasks. So like putting up like different Jones on a web browser, like on specific like for these firms, bro, like putting up info like that is like an easy job you could put in a ChatGPT, be like, all right, list this out, make this graph on the website, everything good. Like, yeah, so I could understand doing that, but we're talking about the factor of like, yo, man, H3 Snark mods, your lawyer didn't take the what? I'm assuming she would have took the bar, but your lawyer didn't attend law school, dude? Ooh, man, I don't know how confident, like, yo.
Agency at this point in time. So this is actually a rule in the state of California where you don't need to go to law school and you can still become a lawyer. Very interesting, right? Again,
yeah, it just like off basis when you like hear that, say we'd hear this out of context, like that shit just sounds insane. Like, bro, what, a lawyer didn't go to law school? Like, bro, what?
State dependent, and not every state will have this option, but in California there are strict requirements where a lawyer is your mentor. It's almost like trade school, right? Like you need a mentor, and yeah, it's exactly like a apprenticeship.
No, oh my god, yo, Lust read my mind, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was just about to say this shit. It's like when heads go to trade school for welding, and then you'll usually be like an apprentice welder and all that, and obviously over time you get your certification, and then shoot, even if you want to come back and teach, hey man, now you can have other heads shadow you. So that makes sense. I'm just like, but they got official Jones, like who could just go to law school, man? Like I don't. Okay,
in California.
I'm sitting here like, why am I debating this shit? Hey, this is the fucking Snark Mods lawyer, not ours. Shit, nigga, I'm just not even a lawyer for me at all, bro. Again, these niggas going up against Ethan's lawyer, who I'm assuming again has their shit locked the fuck down. Actually, we pretty much know that for sure, but on these motherfuckers' side, ooh.
Common? No, it is not common. You can complete at least 2 years of college to finish rest of their legal education in a law office or a judge's chamber. A person must have studied in a law office at least 18 hours each week for at least 48 hours to receive credit for 1 year of study in law school.
48 weeks.
Now this would
actually asked Trilly, but we don't want Lust spreading misinformation. But yeah, no, it says 48 weeks. No, but I'm actually Trilly, Dickie and Dickie. My bad.
Explain a lot. Now, am I saying that lawyers who go to law school are better than lawyers who don't go to law school?
And see, that's where exactly, that's where the generalization comes in. It's like, well, not necessarily, because I'm sure there are cases where people have done like this alternative thing through California's, you know what I'm saying, LOSP, and then obviously went out to become good lawyers or whatever, and they can pretty much handle clients pretty good. But on a casual basis, in a general colloquial stance, like usually you would assume that lawyers have went to law school and then, you know, traditional law school and all that, then took the bar, then, you know, passed. I mean, either way, like through both of these methods, you still have to take the bar to pass that exam and then become a lawyer and attorney. But obviously, like looking generally, most heads would be like, oh yeah, bro, you would want your lawyer to go to law school and all that certification.
In my personal opinion, yes. There are a lot of things that you interact with other students that you learn. You're learning different types of law, right? Like law professors are generally experts in their field. I had a law professor on the First Amendment, and he was the expert.
Here, let me see. This is their lawyer, Leah Rosa Vulik. Do hereby declare: 1. I am an attorney admitted to practice law in the state of California and before this court. I'm an associate with the law firm of Kronenberger Rosenfeld LLP, which is a counsel for Movens Doe defendants. For the purpose of the instant motion to quash, this is obviously the H3 Snark Mods motion to quash 742. You not block this. It's 742 pages. Unless otherwise stated, I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth in the declaration, and if this, Tree can't grammar for shit. Never beat into dumbass allegations. Anyway, I have a personal knowledge of facts set forth in this declaration, and if called to testify, could and would do so competently. At least these motherfuckers hope you'll do it competently. Shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Expert on the First Amendment, the leading source on First Amendment thought and legal rulings and so on. So when you go to law school, you're hoping that you will be taught by the very best lawyers out there. And they're different fields. So your civil law professor is different from your torts. It's different from your IP professor, different from your patent professor, different from your banks and trust professor.
Yeah, and that's the genre, like, I would imagine I was kind of interpreting earlier. Like, obviously, there's different fields of law. So, obviously, the expertise in which, field of law you're going into truthfully does, again, depend on one, I mean, what your client is getting sued for or whatever mishap they may be in. And two, to that, like, again, like, duh, your expertise in what field. So, and then just being an expertise just in general, because, again, obviously this person, the Leah Vulik person, is like an associate lawyer to that degree. Again, not to say like, oh my god, it's totally like worthless or no jumps like that. Obviously, even less corroborates this. Like, yeah, just because you go through like this alternative means doesn't mean like you can't like obviously still learn a lot of things and do good. But it's still the factor. It's like this looking really shaky on like, yeah, again, like having associate lawyers looking really shaky on some joint. Y'all already, what the masses are already looking at something where y'all are already like 95% fucked. So it's like,
different from your family law professor, different from your First Amendment professor or constitutional law professor. These are things, these are different professors that have spent their entire lives researching in the scholastics, if you will. And some of them actually have practiced law to a very high degree. So when you're looking at this stuff, why is it so long? Why is it written the way it is? People have said it's
well, that's because 95% of this shit is filler shit that doesn't even matter. Again, there was one part of this where they're literally posting like Reddit's fucking FAQ section. Like, dude, why the fuck is this in the lawsuit? Like,
AI written.
Or better yet, why is this in the motion to quash? Like,
again, it's not my opinion this is AI written. I think I can explain this even better. So that's an explanation.
Nah, I don't give a shit. In my personal opinion, Denims and fucking Casey Tron's, like, their response back from, like, Ethan's initial lawsuit, that shit is AI. That shit is AI. Bro, that shit is legitimately all copy-paste for the most part of it. It's not all copy-paste, but, like, a good portion and sections of that shit is completely copy-paste. Like, oh, yeah, defendant has declined doing this. Defendant has declined doing this. Defendant has refused on doing this. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, dude, that's not a response, man.
That people
this is legitimately deny, deflect, and counterattack with filler. The fuck?
Comment sections have been making. Oh, AI wrote this. How could I'm reading this? It must be AI. Look at the amount of stuff generated. I'm a patent attorney. The best patent attorneys. My dad's he was a patent attorney. Then he went into contracts and so on. You learned very early on. The best patent attorneys get to the point very fast because they don't have time to.
I would imagine. I would imagine like any lawyer would want to do that shit. Like get to the point. Okay, here are the reasons why my client is not guilty of this. Here are the reasons that they did not do this, or here's the reasons why this. Subpoena, at least from their perspective, subpoena or whatever through this motion to quash. Here's why this subpoena should be dismissed and all this type of beat. We're dead ass once more. There was one part of this shit where they put like a 30-second clip of Ethan and fucking Hassan's debate. Why the fuck do we need any of the conjecture from that shit? What are we talking about? Like, it's so stupid, bro.
You have a lot of clients, and when you have a lot of clients, you want to be you don't want to present multiple areas they can attack you, so you don't want to go very broad. You just want to get to the point.
Exactly.
So when a patent attorney or a patent agent corresponds with a patent examiner who doesn't want to give you your patent, or again, it's a opposition type of nature. That's been my experience, at least. You do not have time for them to go after.
See, like, look at this shit. Why the fuck are they referencing videos from Shoe on Head? And I remember seeing this, yeah. And then the one under it is from, hey, yo, shout out my glorious fucking slop king. It's actually not slop. Robbie really cooking. That is one of the senior members of the CDST council. Put some respect on his name, Mr. Media. But real shit though, this is like from a Denims video or some shit. Why the fuck? Wait, dude, why the fuck do the courts need this shit? Why the hell would the lawyer or whatever, or, you know, the judge need to read this shit? Did you motherfuckers commit what's in it? Complimentary or not complimentary? Damn, what was the word that Les said? Oh, contributory. Did you motherfuckers commit contributory copyright infringement or contributory malicious copyright infringement or not? These niggas going down the whole shit, bro. Our psychological, Jones, I was mentioning earlier, our mental is gonna be all fucked up and we're gonna, bro, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Did you fucking post this mega thread and all that other shit linking to Denims, Caseytron, Frogan, Sean the Black, Mike for Pia, all these niggas or not? Oh wait, you fucks did. So why the hell do I need all this shit? Like, dude, what are we talking about?
Like your second or third or
shit
fifth
pissed me
or
off.
fourth
Like, bro,
argument.
come on,
That's not going to happen.
Hell no.
You're going to go after the first argument, and if your first argument wins, everything else is moot.
Exactly. Like, no, but Les is really spitting though. This is why I'm saying, yo, I can straight correlate this shit back to the David incident, bro. With the David incident, no bullshit. I keep saying there is only one place. If I were to be the detective and I'm interviewing or interrogating David, there is one place I'm starting from, and it's only going to be there and going forward. David, why the fuck did you associate with this minor? So you see how we're starting, like, yo, bruh, we already all seen all the connections, all that. We're starting at where we need to start at for the H3 Snark mods, going back within the subpoena. Yo, the first thing I'm gonna need you to do is really start off with why you did not commit contributory copyright infringement or contributory malicious copyright infringement. Nope. We got, again, links to Rob's vids, links to Shoe on Head, links to fucking, who is this? Destiny, fucking Norman Finkelstein or some shit. Like, we're just linking to random bullshittery. Niggas don't need this, bro. What the, like, bro, we need why you didn't commit the contributory copyright. Like, dude, what the hell?
You won. You got your patent. We're done. You know, we saved everyone time. We saved everyone headache. And at the end of the day, nobody is spending 10,000 plus hours having to read this to comprehend, you know, what this is. A lot of it, in my opinion, is completely irrelevant.
Exactly.
It is written very poorly. In my,
yes, because it's written from hella emotional biased. Like, bro, these niggas talk about they're gonna be psychologically fucked up. Nigga, the judge, it might care a little bit, but overall, the judge really shouldn't give a fuck. Did you niggas do the shit or not? Like,
no logic behind. Is it chronological? No, there's different. It's like a really bad movie. Like, it's a really bad movie.
Well, it's like a really bad movie.
You have Ethan Klein.
It's like, dude, all right. The EHDIA Plus Cinematic Universe. Oh, man. Giving Marvel a run for its money, huh? And this shit has gotten crazy with all these different characters. You got fucking Destiny getting called out on the news. Hassan is saying dumbass shit every day. These niggas are doing the worst shit to fucking Ethan. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Again, like, we see he's going through this bullshittery. And then the fucking, you know, obviously Content Cop, Human Skulls, false CBS calls. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit. The Plus being the Orbiters, they're all dumb fucks. They're going through their own bullshitteries, as we're seeing. And this is just an extension tangential to that. Like, bro, it's looking bad on all fronts. It just keeps getting crazier in the universe, bro. But we can only expect more to get worse.
And you have San. You have, why is
I don't even know how I'm doing it at this point. It's actually crazy.
Frogan part of this story?
No idea how I'm even doing it at this point.
If they sued in the Frogan case and they wanted Reddit turn it, and they might, they very,
brother. This is how you know it's getting fucking crazier, bro. Like, and it's so stupid. They have a clip in here. H3 Podcast Highlights Hila from H3 discuss her time in the Israeli military, the idea of YouTube, and then you're linking to the shit. What the fuck does this have to do with you niggas once more committed contributory malicious copyright infringement? Wrong one. Bombokat bunda. Now this fucking document, this motion of quash right here is a real fucking blunder. Is a real fucking blunder. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, how is any of this shit important to if y'all did this or not? What the hell? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why they say this shit is filler. Like,
very might ask in the Frogan case, because you might get different discovery, like Frogan's text messages to mods if they do exist. But in this particular case, it's only about Denims. Why is Shoe on Head? Why is all these
Lust, my king. My king. My absolute king. My lawyer king. Shout out Shoe on Head, by the way. Shoe on Head make really good videos. But like, what the fuck do we need a Shoe on Head video for in this? What is that Shoe on video? What is any from her vid about to add to you niggas in this shit? It's nothing. So why the fuck is that link? Don't know.
Other people being
like
mentioned. Why is Jay Shetty like? I don't even know like 90% of the people here being mentioned, and I don't.
This shit got fucking links, bro. This shit got links to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. What the fuck is even, bro?
Need to know 90% of the people here mentioned, because this is a case. When you link to Denims live stream, is that potentially, again, you don't have to prove guilt at this point, right? We're only trying
innocent until proven guilty, but don't worry, we'll go off the alleged hypotheticals, Lust. Don't even trip.
to figure out, is there a potential guilty?
Well, again, the mega thread, and fuck, I don't even know where I could go back and find what it exactly said, but they were literally saying like, yo, go support these creators or whatever the fuck, go watch the fucking content nuke through them. It was a mega thread, and like I said, it was listing everybody's names: Denims, Casey Tron, Frogan, Sean the Black, Mike from PA, bro, fucking Casey Tron, obviously, like, yo, a whole bunch of heads. Bro, is that not adding from there, right? If we already that, bro. Yo, nigga, it has to be that, bro. Like, real. Yo, brother, can you shut the fuck up? Yo, that nigga always got some shit to say, bro. Swear to God, they gotta tell that nigga to stop yapping. Anyway, fuck, he done made me lose my thought, bro. Damn. Bro, just gotta be quiet, bro. Fuck. Anyway, go back. Oh, no. Okay, now I recollect it. All right. So anyway, if when you're on the, what's the name, Snark, whatever fucking, you see this mega thread, and when you click on these shits, it leads to the stream in which we're pretty much saying that, yeah, bro, Denims, Casey Tron, and Frogan are cooked as hell on fucking committing malicious copyright infringement. Again, Denim, Nightmare on Denim Street, Smoke Before She Spoke, very much about a terrible video, they're all follow, they're all subs, they're all prime, like, bro, these niggas already looking cooked. So if you sent traffic their way in, like, you know, directly, I was gonna say indirectly, but it's directly through the fucking Snark or whatever, would you not have some, like, association to this? But that's all, and again, this the fucking layman, we're watching Lust. But like, just going off that basis and interpretation, there's already that connection. You directly link these streamers, directly talking about the content, Nuka San Piker, on the day that boy dropped too. It's like, like, bro, now we gonna ask questions, like, for sure. I'm gonna look at y'all little niggas sus, bro. That's tough, bro. I mean, looks like the snarkers have been snarking. Like, dude, the fuck?
And you potentially be guilty of contributory
Copyright
infringement.
Yep.
Well, that depends on the text messages that you and Denon talk to. It depends on your DMs. It depends on a lot of things that we don't have at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this lawsuit should just say we don't have those. And that's all it really needs to say, is that we, as I mentioned, if I was a lawyer, I would make this like 5 pages. I'm not guilty.
That's what I said. Yo, exactly. Like, bro, would everyone not want to do that? Like, bro, you need to get straight to the fucking point. Yo, we're not guilty on this shit. We did not commit malicious, contributory malicious copyright infringement or whatever. We weren't part of this shit. Bro, what really blows my damn mind is that they're riding so hard for Denims. They're pretty much like only backing Denims and shit. Casey Tron is fucked and Frogan is fucked. Like, they're not getting no help from this John. Not at all. At least not any public Johns, bro. At least. Not the bulls glazing fucking Casey Tron on Twitter with a recent spurg out. But like, seriously though, right? They're all writing for Denims, and Denims sold the H3 Snark mods out. As soon as Ethan and his lawyers requested for a subpoena, her lawyer said, hey, fuck it, approved. Why the hell are you still writing for her, dumbass, bro? She sold you niggas out because she's a heartless fucking witch. And we already knew this shit, duh. You know, Bad Emma Panda, you know, propagated, promoted that nigga. He was a main nigga behind the fucking, like, putting out the bullshittery with the false CPS call. Like, bro, Head should have already knew where this shit was going, bro. She's snaky as fuck. You think she was about to ride for you, nigga? She don't give a fuck, bro. She gonna keep pandering and grifting off of you niggas. And you niggas gonna eat it up like the bitches you are. Eat it up! And you niggas gonna keep eating that dumb shit up. Like, bro, come on, man. This shit is, that's why I'm saying this shit is pathetic. You trying so damn hard for someone who doesn't give a fuck about you, and then at the end of the day, double that because she sold you out directly. Bro, what?
Because of this reason.
Folk crazy. Folk crazy. I see this John happen. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we playing sneaky bet. Double it. I'm like, say no more. Fuck it. We already fucked. And the Denims want to sell us out. Say no more. Nigga, watch this. I guess we all really gonna go down since they fucked their lives up anyway. Like, dude, what? Nah, bro. They directly saw Denim sold email and said, fuck it, bro. It's cool with Denims. I don't even blame you. Nigga, huh? See the reason you niggas in this shit? Actually, you niggas are the reason you're in this shit. But mainly because you wanted to promote their asses. What? You must be crazy, bro.
Copyright infringement. I'm not guilty because Denims didn't commit copyright infringement. But even if she did, I'm not guilty because I had no idea she committed copyright infringement. Even if I had an idea Denims would commit copyright infringement, I had no
Yeah, who the fuck didn't have that idea?
idea she would commit at the level. That's the mitigation that we always talk about in the other cases that you guys like to comment about. I mentioned quite often. Carl Jobs, right? The mitigation. There was
YouTuber and content creator Carl Jobs. Fuck, I wish I had Pop Deer's music, brother. Yeah, I would play that shit every time.
very little
I'm gonna find that audio track, bro. I'm gonna find a way to find that shit.
to no mitigation on Carl Jobs' behalf, and the judge slammed him with the full amount that he could slam him with. So back to the questions here. Like, the question here is, what type of lawyer would be okay with putting his name behind something like this?
If that lawyer's getting paid a fat bag, but again, we know that they're probably not. Like most cases that they're not, or at least likelihood they're not, because these are the snark mods. Again, all day snarking. Where's the employment? I'm not seeing it.
And then being it public, and then understanding that I cover it, Legal Mindset is going to cover it, other people on YouTube, even non-lawyers, are going to cover this.
That would be me. That would be me. Truly D slops.
Issue. Reddit, of course, Reddit is going to get this now.
Yeah, for sure.
A lawyer that didn't go to law school. I mean, there you go. I mean, is he a lawyer? Yes. I am not contesting that she is not a lawyer.
Yeah, and that's the main thing to like really conveying it over here. It's like, yes, she still has her qualifications, because obviously if she did the 4.29, the LSLP, then yeah, she has a and passed the bar. Then she has all the qualification to be a lawyer. It's just the factor of like, okay, she did more of like a shadowing. Another thing to compare it to, I didn't even think about it. You ever like I know for sure, like, because pretty much every J has this in high school, where you have to like mandatorily, or at least my school had it, where at least you got to take like at least a day or two like out and go like shadow your parents or go shadow somebody or whatever, like to see like in real life, like workplace or whatever. Like, yo, it's kind of like that. Like the fact that she still has her qualification, but it was more or less like shadowing other heads, which again, we're not saying you can't learn a lot of good, like, you know, information and learn a lot of, pick up a lot of things through other, like, you know what I'm saying, lawyers in the job that have experience and have been in the job for a while. It's just a factor of like, when most people think of you know, your local lawyer, general lawyer, you know what I'm saying, or your attorney, like, you're gonna imagine, oh yeah, they went to a like traditional law school, or maybe not traditional, but just like they went to law school, you know what I'm saying, definitely confirmed law school, passed the bar, went through the usual time, and then like you're cooling. So when you see this, like, oh, like, you know, say she got her qualifications and all that, and that's fire, like, it's good. When she go to law school, oh, like, we looking shaky, like, like, again, but that doesn't mean like again, she's not qualified or didn't learn anything from shadowing other like experienced lawyers.
But she went a atypical route to become a lawyer, which is weird, right? When you think of a lawyer, okay, most of you just kind of just forget everything I just said. Think about a lawyer. You go to hire a lawyer, and you learn that lawyer became a lawyer because by not going to law school, like you would expect. Let's say somebody sues you. God forbid Logan Paul sues you for defamation. You go to the law office.
Brother, hold on. I gotta pause again, because every time I look at the screen, I just see more dumb shit. Brother, deleted user. Was this comment really worth permanently banning me from the sub? Nigga, how the fuck, bro? Funny enough, this is actually from the H3 Snark, so like, I mean, this would be the place to be looking for things to link. But dude, how the fuck does this like add anything? I'm really trying to figure this out. You have sub niggas saying that they got permanently fucking banned. What does this do to, once more, I'll keep repeating it, just like Les's, help you guys prove that you didn't commit contributory malicious copyright infringement? It does not. Why the fuck is this in this motion to quash?
Would you think that lawyer went to law school?
Yes, I would imagine. And this is what I've been trying to make the point the whole video. Generally and colloquially, when someone thinks of a lawyer of attorney, you would imagine they went to law school, passed the bar exam, they got all the qualifications, boom, boom, bam, like boom, bang, bop. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't assume that they took an alternate route or an alternate method. Not saying that that's bad. Again, if you still get your qualifications, you're cooling through 429. But yo, you're gonna think most of the time, they went to law school, passed the bar, booyah, baby, we about to get into the fucking courts, man. We out here with fucking Saul Goodman, dude. It's fire.
Yes, you wouldn't even imagine, you wouldn't even know that there are programs, because you're a non-lawyer, you're just a layman, right? That's our terminology for you. You would not even know that most average people wouldn't even know you could become a lawyer without going to law school. You would
That literally before this shit, I didn't even know that. Like before I even press play on this video, hit the space bar, I did not even know that shit. I did not know there was alternative routes. Dude, I'm thinking again, just like I've been saying the whole time, you gotta go to law school, you pass law school, you take the bar exam, you pass the bar, you're a lawyer and attorney now. That's how I thought it went every time, but as we're seeing, apparently not. And that's good to know. Future references, I ain't gonna lie.
just assume that you went to law school for 3 years, got taught, passed the bar exam. Here, it's not the case. And like I said, it's very bizarre, because I go back to the original question I've asked is, what type of lawyer would be okay putting their name behind this? Let me explain something. Very early on in my legal career, I met a patent troll. He was from Nokia. He had somehow acquired a bunch of Nokia patents. He was in Dallas, and he wanted to work together. I absolutely hate patent trolls. A patent troll is a patent attorney who essentially does what he does. He gets the Nokia patents, and then he sues every small business with any radius to him. It's
okay, I get it. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me let Lus explain a little bit more, because I'm kind of formulating a comparison in my head, but let me.
almost like those handicap attorneys, which are just as bad as patent trolls, in my opinion. And they go to a shopping area, they push, the client. I put that in quotations.
Mhm.
Oh, the client can't get to here. The client can't use the bathroom. The client. I get that. I get it should be wheelchair accessible and so on, but then they would sue everyone in the neighborhood. They document it, then they sue, and then they sue. They're not expecting to win, they're expecting to settle. That is the idea of a patent troll as well.
Because the way I think about this is kind of like the way I'm kind of interpreting this to make a comparison is kind of like what Nintendo does. Like, bro, if you infringe on Pokemon or some shit like that, you put a Pikachu on the jump, bro, or some shit, boy, Nintendo's on your ass. And they gonna fuck you ass backwards, and I'm dead serious. That shit is gonna be raw, bro. You see, they sue niggas for anything. Bro, you saw the shit, fuck. What was that John called? Power World? You saw the John that was doing with Power World? Bro, they were suing these niggas on a patent of fucking having like an in-game, like in-game motion capture, all this different shit, of throwing a ball and capturing something. Bro, that shit was ridiculous. So I can imagine you could do the same job, bro. If any manner you try to use anything in association to like this, like with Pokemon, I guess in this example, a reference, you try to use anything in association to that, they on your ass, they clapping you down every single time. And with Nintendo, I would imagine on the same factor, well, actually, Nintendo is a fucking huge corpo, one of the biggest and one of the most, we know. They got the red dot on niggas' asses, so let's keep it a buck. No, let me stop playing. Not like that, like in a real sense, but yeah, they gonna be coming for you. They'll have a red dot on you again if you breaking a copyright. So we know that they be on Hez Jones, but we know obviously big company, they fucking switched to, sold out all this different John. They got mad cheese. I would imagine the same way. All these lawsuits they kick out, all these Jones, I don't think they expect to win. They just expect to bury their opponents because they're a corpo company with basically infinite money. So like they'll always win these lawsuits, because if you could just bury them in bread, basically you bury them in taxes and getting fucking, riffed by their lawyer, yeah, you'll probably outlast them, and then you'll win by default.
And once you become a patent troll, once you have your name on these lawsuits, your career's over.
Oh,
no
God.
law firm is going to hire you. No litigation. Your career is dead. It's dead in the water. So when I was interviewing for this job, as soon as I found out it was a patent troll, I interviewed in person. I took the plane back. I took the next plane back.
Yo, what's that? I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to book my flight home right now. Let me just go ahead and book my shit right as I walk out the door. He said, nah, I wasn't really fucking with him.
We had arranged plane tickets, and there was supposed to be a lot of like events and so on. I bought my own.
He said, yo. Nah, I fucking love Lus. Yo, Lus said, nah, he said, fuck that, bro. The ticket's already reached. Nigga, I went on the plat. I went on Expedia, said, nigga, I need the next ticket out of here in an hour. I'm about to hit the dash. This shit is real skedat, boy.
Get just to go back home because I was not. It went as soon as it became apparent, and it wasn't apparent till like maybe an hour in that something wasn't right, and then later it became really apparent like what his law firm actually did. He hid it well, and the reason you hide it is because you understand that you're not going to get recruits.
And you know what I can relate this back to? Yeah, Hassan. Keep fucking pandering to all these different minority groups and all that. Keep fucking pandering to these people. But once heads really get in, especially if they're actually tapping in with their 2 fucking brain cells and not a G-boy, and they see this crazy ass shit you're saying, like, oh yeah, I'd rather donate my tax dollars directly to Hamas. Oh my god, bro, I said with the Houthis, they deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, boy, 10 toes down, they're on the moral side. Oh, it's time to go. Oh, it's time to go. It's crazy. Like, it's the same shit every time. And they'll play deny, deflect, counter attack, bro. They're gonna keep deflecting every time when you call them out. Like, hey, bro, but aren't you actually saying this? Wait, but doesn't this actually mean this? And the way you interpret this, and you're saying heads are clipping you out of context. But honestly, when we look at the clip, I feel like all the context is there. And like, nah, bro, they gonna try every time. Like, I'm finna be on niggas' asses. Like, yeah, you tried that shit, but nah, we'll keep asking the questions.
Interview with 2 other individuals, and they all flew back to like one of them was from Ohio, and yeah, we all just kind of looked at each other and said, yeah, we got to get the hell out of here. We don't understand.
You said, hey, yo, he let that, yo, let's look at his mans. He was like, oh, nah, we gotta get the fuck up out of here, bit, bro. Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here, bit, bro. Yo, they really on some timing, bro. No, the fuck, yo, they might be really riffing niggas.
For certain things you can do as a lawyer that will stain your reputation as a lawyer that you have to avoid.
PR and optics, we should all know this.
I would suggest that this is definitely one of them. Given the coverage that Legal Mindset, other people, Reddit,
Legal Mindset.
You guys even watching the video will watch. And secondly,
Yo, we watching every time, baby. Shout out Lus. You know, Lus has been updated heads on every single job going on with the H3 Snark, you know what I'm saying, lawsuit, at least the subpoena part of this lawsuit, and then obviously the main Denims case you're trying to Frogan job. We there every time, baby. Show the Lus. Yeah, show the love. I already know. Love every time. Factual.
it's just weird. You know, like it's just weird. Again, she probably saved a shit ton of money not going to law school, and good on her. You know, that's probably the path.
I would imagine
Forward for more people should more. Let me play this. More people should do the path that she did. Okay.
Honestly, I would agree. Like for matters like that, like it seems, and obviously now, funny enough, like looking at this, it seems kind of hypocritical. But if we're thinking about it in terms like that, on what's gonna save you the most money within your career, because what's a major thing people complain about, especially in the economy, and John, yeah, bro, college, schooling, pricing, stuff like that, maxed out, capped out, fleeced, paying off student loans and John for the rest of your life. Not liking that one, bro. And the price of schooling just keep going up every year. Why? Inflation, bro. Taxes riffing them. That's tough. There's a bug. I think I got it. I think I might have got it. If I didn't get it, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway, it's one of them little gnats, bro. I hate them Johns. Anyway, sidebar gnat. It's like, yo, if this is an alternative that, again, we're seeing you can get your certification and all that from this John. You got to go through the whole process, shadow, do the 48 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing the studies. You take the bar, you pass. I mean, the base level for becoming a lawyer is passing the bar. So it's like, for me at least, as long as you pass that, hey man, we're at least semi-relatively good. But then there's the case where it's like, this method, you know what I'm saying, maybe like, you know what I'm saying, cost effective, all that type of beat. But then we're also putting it in question of like, well, you didn't really go to law school. And on top of this, at least for this hunt specifically, you're taking a lawsuit where everyone else looking at this is like, so then again, this is where we start questioning it at. But on the if we're just thinking like base level on the financials, oh yeah, nah, you would rather go this method. What? Where you don't gotta pay your entire bag? You still have to pay a fee, as we saw in the jump, but like, I'm sure that fee is way less than, you know what I'm saying, 4 years and plus of college, you know what I mean? Like,
but you put your name behind this, you're going to be criticized for other things that are not.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's where the optics on like their lawyer pad, the Leah, what's her name, Leah Rose Volek, or like yeah, that's where the optics go bad for her, because it's like everybody looking in on this is like, yeah, dude, the mods, I wouldn't be on their side, on their favor. So her taking this case on, it's like, I guess you played a little risky on your cases, huh? I see. Like,
Relevant, and that's exactly what I'm presenting here. Is what is the relevancy that she didn't go to law school? How relevant is this to actually putting your name behind this? I would never put my name behind something like this.
absolutely not. 100% agree with Lus. Absolutely not, bruh. What? As soon as I hear the word snark, nope. I'm like, bro, yo, we defending bulls who be on snark all day. Man, say goodbye. Say goodbye. I'm like, yo, they cooked. They cooked. It's over. Like, I'm just letting, bro. Yeah, nah, obviously everybody deserves the right to due process and all that, John. But within, like, again, the merit on Ethan's side within serving out the lawsuit to Denims case, trying to Frogan, was copyright infringement lawsuit, and then extension of that tangential auxiliary into the, you know what I'm saying, subpoena for the snark mods. This is a situation these fools blatantly got themselves into. And as, you know what I'm saying, as a lawyer, them being your client, yeah, you got to look at everything they have done. I ain't gonna lie, even before putting out this motion to quash or whatever, you know what I'm saying, so the judge could go ahead and read this, which again, Les already saying 10,000 plus hours, not happening, right? Bro, I would be looking at my client every time they did. I'm like, yo, you gonna have to tell the truth, big bro, because once we get in front of the judge, yeah, all this pandering, all this better yet. Wait. Hold on. Keep it going. We're not done. Yeah, because all of this, especially for the G boys, bro. Now, let's go to the G boys. All of this purity testing, not going. Virtue signaling, not going. Moral grandstanding in the jaw, definitely not happening, brother. And especially the 5-stat pathological liar in court. First stat, y'all already cooked, bro. You gonna lie in court? That ain't gonna happen, right? Victim complex, we already know. You bulls, victim complex go straight into crybaby. You bulls, of course, gonna do all this different John. Like, bro, we gonna sit here and pretend that, like, yo, where is stuff like the whole, you know what I'm saying, false CPS call, and you know what I'm saying, the 2 human skulls being sent to their crib. Where is shit like that originating from? We don't know definitively. But if I had to take a fucking gander, I guess I would gander the snark. Probably, right? But nah, bro, Ethan is this damn tyrant, you know what I'm saying? Bad boss, he's misogynistic, racist, sexist, all this different shit, you know what I'm saying? A Zionist, all this different junk. But y'all can say all this, y'all. Then niggas off of the fucking pedo troll shit, which obviously, yeah, there's stuff there for you could criticize Ethan for within that. But some of these heads like goddamn snarky and shit, trying to keep pushing this joint like Ethan is some fucking pedo or some bullshit. Like, yo, you niggas gonna do all this shit, and then when you're criticized, you get hit with a fucking lawsuit, bro, because y'all can't shut y'all trappers and not be sitting there being fucking keyboard warriors on Snark. Now you niggas wanna cry? You niggas wanna start bitching?
Girly pop.
Don't say it to the house, but you niggas wanna start really bitching? Never! What? No, you might take this one to the Chinskis, big bro. And that's exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it in the worst way possible. Call them soy dogs.
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No. That's really tough. Anyway, we already know they're cry bullies. Plausible deniability is quite literally the definition of this document. And anyway, never take accountability. Hassan, Orbiters, G-Boys. Who are you expecting to do that? To take accountability. Exactly. Moving on. Like, come on, man. Like, you fools are gonna keep crying, bro? It's over. Accept it. Like, come on, man. Like, what are they on about, bro?
Best patent attorneys. My dad was one when I was in middle school. He always taught me how to do patents. This is how I got my allowance to buy Pokemon packs, was I had to train to be a patent attorney. And the very best patent attorneys, even I understood when I was in 6th grade, the best patents in this world are simple. There's this big Pokemon patent that everyone's freaking out about. It's simple.
I swear it's not a pre-watch. I just legitimately, because I remember, bro, I was watching Charlie talk about this John. I was watching Asmigol talk about this John, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro, nah, Nintendo will really, like, nah, you're done. Like, as soon as you even try to attempt to infringe on a copyright in any manner, they don't like, mind you. It's not even on a factor of like, oh yeah, bro, you are stealing our John. It's just some Johns they like, oh, this is a little too close to our John, so you're done. It's literally looking just like that. And like, you're going back off of when I was mentioning that off of the example that Lus was using with the patent bulls. It's looking exactly like that. No one have done it.
That's why they're freaking out about it. It's not complicated what they're trying to patent. It's a really simple, very clean, very obvious patent. This thing is just not it.
Not at all, at all, big bruh.
I would never put my name
Fuck no, my signature not going nowhere near this shit.
behind something like this because it would stain my reputation. Again, my opinion. That's for me.
That shit leaving a big ass fucking ketchup stain on your John, bro. You said nah.
Let me know what you guys
You said, yo, the Tide ain't getting that shit out, bro.
think in the comments. Longer video, but I thought
Yo, niggas gonna need to mix the Tide, Gain, and everything. Get this shit out. It still ain't gonna work.
it was a interesting topic to talk about. Hi, guys.
Oh, man. Y'all already know, though, of course, every time. Shout out, shoulda love with one of our lawyers on the case. You already know every time. Lus. We love to see it, baby. We got exposed. H3 Snark mod lawyer did not go to law school to become a lawyer. Still a little bit crazy, but we got the details on that, and we'll have to see how that's gonna go for them, because obviously the lawyer they got is still qualified. You know what I'm saying? She's an associate lawyer, but she's still qualified. So let's see, how far her skills and all that get them. But at least just not on like the reputation of their now lawyer being Aaliyah Rose Volvic, or whatever, but just off the basis of the motion to quash and like how the Snark mods are, because we already know Hassan G-Boy's victim complex, crybaby, all the stats. No, I don't see it in their favor at all, and it never has been in their favor. But that's just my opinion. Trilly's opinion. Tough though. But anyway, again, shout out, sure to love and Lus. Love to see it. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.